Hello everyone, Bridget Casey with Bridget Casey Designs here today for ScrapbookPal.com. Today we are going to create 3 projects with the beautiful stamp set from Altenew Botanical Wreath Builder. This is a layering stamp set that has the outline and the solid. As well, there is the die set to coat out all of the botanical bits as well as both sentiments. On the inside, there's a layering guide, and you can see inside that there are 4 wreaths over on the right-hand side, and each wreath will list the colors used next to it there. On the left-hand side, you see an A2 card example with all of the colors used there as well. Let's get started with our stamp wheel. I have placed the smaller flower in at the 12 o'clock orientation, and I am going 4 clicks on my stamp wheel with the beautiful lemon whip ink. I was going to say cream, lemon whip cream. The lemon whip ink. There we go. I can't get off cream. For our ink from Pinkfresh Studios. And now we're going to go with the beautiful Peach Fuzz. I love this name. I love this color. It's just fantastic. So excited. So we're going to alternate those going around. And as I said, it was about 4 clicks that I went for each of these. I wanted to have a 2-color wreath. And I did kind of go back and forth of possibly having it be a monotone, meaning just have it being all like yellow or all teals or something. But I really, in the end, loved the effect of this. So now we're moving to Mint ink from Pinkfresh Studio, and I have one of the leaves from this amazing set. There are so many options of leaves, and I love leaves. I absolutely adore leaves. Sometimes I like leaves better than flowers. Is that okay to say? I hope so, because it's kind of like the leaves get a bad rap sometimes. I think it's all about the flowers, and I like to give some attention and love to the leaves. So this is a beautiful set if you love leaves as well. And the great thing is this was really intended in the stamp wheel to build wreaths. This is just like they are BFFs, the stamp wheel and this stamp set, because you can build beautiful wreaths with this. But my goal today was as well to show you that you can use this set all on its own. If you are like, well, I love the stamp wheel, I love this set, I just don't build many wreaths. This set goes so far. It is so versatile. So keep that in mind if you've been looking at this set and we're kind of on the fence because of it building a wreath. Now this ink color is Meadow, and we're still with Pinkfresh Studios for the ink colors. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to add this in as we move about in our little wreath. But I don't build a lot of wreaths, but I think between the stamp wheel and more sets like this stamp set, I definitely will, because it's such an amazing effect. It's just so easy peasy, lemon squeezy to do, and I'm just in love with the ease. So there's one card down. The next card, I have both of the flowers in the stamp wheel, and I'm stamping these with lemon whip. So I did try to fit one over to the side, but it wasn't working. So I have edited this. I now have leaves on there, and I'm rubbing off the extra photopolymer, and I'm going to stamp these with the beautiful Mint ink, and I'm going to stamp them twice. On the flowers, you will see that I did use the outline. I stamped it in Sunshine like 3 times, but by the time I went to make the cards, the lines didn't seem very dramatic. So they kind of blended into the florals. So I kind of just let them go. So I just stamped the other leaves in the Peach Fuzz, and now we have the sentiment, and I am going to stamp that with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and then I will heat set that with some clear embossing powder. So we've got that. I am stamping it twice. These are new stamps, brand new out of the package. So I am rubbing off the extra photopolymer. I'm using a stamp conditioning eraser, but on sometimes it just, it takes a couple of good inkings to really get a beautiful, beautiful image. So we're going to heat set those. I've die cut all the pieces because that's kind of like watching paint dry. Somebody die cut this many pieces. And originally I thought I was going to use the bigger flower and kind of the star flower. And as you can see here, it was nice and beautiful and darker. And now the ink has dried into the paper and the lines aren't as dark there. And then I decided I really just wanted one flower, and I don't know why, but the star flower is my favorite. He's my fave. So I'm going ahead and I'm just kind of laying things out, and then I struggled where I wanted my sentiment, so I played around a bit. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start gluing stuff down. This is onto a panel that is 4 by 5 1/4 and has been 3D embossed with the Organic Linen 3D Embossing folder by Altenew as well. And so now I've got my leaves laid out, and now I've got to figure out my sentiment. And I did kind of change it just a scotch. I put it up there in the corner instead of down in the bottom. And then I realized I forgot to glue my leaves down. So those are glued down, and that is another card. So now we're coming back to our first card just so we can put our sentiment on there to finish that. That one's done. Now we're going to go ahead, and I thought I was going to take all of the stamps in the set. And then I decided I didn't really want the flowers. I just want those leaves. Give me the leaves. I wanted to create a beautiful background with these leaves and berries. So I put them in a clump up at the top as, close as I could. And I'm going ahead and I am stamping 3 times with embossing ink. Do I need to stamp 3 times? No. Am I paranoid? Yes. But we all know how it is when you think you've got it down with embossing ink and then you really didn't. So I would rather stamp too many times and be sure than not enough and go, oh. So hopefully you can relate out there. So as I have filled up the panel this round, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Lawn Fawn white embossing powder. And I'm sprinkling that on and using a paintbrush in areas that it may get a little awry. Take my heat tool and I'm going to set this. And as you can see, it's just magic when it turns from powder to, embossed. Now we're taking the stamps, and I did not clean them, so I'm trying to be super careful. Being honest, full disclosure, crafty confessions here. And so I'm putting them down, and now I'm going to put embossing and ink and stamp them down. One more time just for good measure. Then we'll pick that up. We will put the embossing powder across all of them. Then I will need to take a little paintbrush because I got a little overzealous, and some of my embossing powder from the previous step was still hot, so a little bit stuck, but no worries, no foul. Just a little paintbrush, off it goes. Now we're going to take Lemon Whip Sunshine, Sweet Mustard, and Marigold, and a Picket Fence, a life-changing blending brush, and we're going to blend those onto this panel. And I went back because my Lemon Whip must have had some ink left from a previous work there and get on there, but that's okay. And now I'm wiping it off with a microfiber cloth. That's very important to do so that your white embossing is really white. Put on my sentiment, and there we have it. So now we're going to see our 3 cards that we've created today. And I hope this shows you how far you can push a wreath building set. Don't forget to head on over to the ScrapbookPal.com YouTube channel, like and subscribe. You never know what we're going to create next. Happy crafting!